I can't believe where I am now with Donald Trump. I mean, when he was president, I defended him again and again, from the fake news media, from the deep state lies about so-called Russian collusion, what a hoax that was. And I pointed out he did great things in foreign policy, peace deals in the Middle East. He also stood up to China, started to decouple the US economy more from that dangerous dictatorship. Demanded Europe get tough on its own defense, stop, relying on America to carry the whole load, or most of it. But now he is the most dangerous person trying to be the next president of the United States. I mean, what he said at the CPAC conference on the weekend is a disgrace. It's a sellout. It is totally, totally delusional.
I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. And it will take me no longer than one day.
Now, I'm a conservative, and I never was one of those never Trump types, Republicans in name only types. It wasn't like that. I mean, by now, I'm challenged. How can some Republicans cheer that stuff from Trump? How deranged with conspiracy theories must they be? Or worse, with Putin love. It boggles the mind. But what does it say about Donald Trump? That he is now fishing in these crazy waters for votes. Is he in that much strife that it put America's reputation, freedom, even world peace on the line with this kind of craziness? Let's humour Trump. Okay, all right. Let's go through his argument. Let's work out what's going through his mind other than, I need these votes from people that none of my rivals will go after. They're so crazy. How's it all going to work out? To win the war in Ukraine in just one day. How would Trump do that? A war that's been going on for a year now as Ukrainians desperately fight for their freedom from the Russian invaders. How's it supposed to work? So does Donald Trump go to Ukraine and say, give up? Stop fighting. I say so. No more US weapons for you. Doing the whole soup Nazi things, but this time with missiles. You really think Ukraine's going to stop fighting? It's fighting for its life. It's been fighting since before the US ramped up supplies of weapons. And it'll still get weapons from many of its neighbours, from Europe, from Canada, from Australia. All that will happen is that the war is going to take longer. More Ukrainians are going to die. And maybe with Trump pulling the rug from under them, they might even lose. Might. And at what cost? So the war hasn't stopped overnight. It's just going to go on and on. You can't tell the Ukrainians to stop fighting. And what will America pay for this? It'll be seen by all its friends and its allies as weak, as unreliable, here today, gone tomorrow. A country that will help you one day, drop you the next. Vietnam, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Taiwan, will that be next? Give up to China already, guys. If Trump's in town, what a gift for the Chinese dictatorship to have that kind of non-leadership. So that bit of Trump's claim, I'm going to stop this war in a day, it's a complete fraud. Unless, of course, what Trump has got in mind is this suddenly going to go to the Russian dictator, Vladimir Putin, and say, stop this war that you started. You really think he's going to do that?
Wouldn't it be nice if we actually got along, as an example, with Russia?
Let's keep humouring Trump. So how would he stop Russia from fighting? Would he pay off Putin, reward this guy who's bumping off his rivals, having journalists shot, presidential rivals poisoned through their underwear, people poisoned in the US? I mean, he's smashed Grozny, the capital of the Chechen Republic. He's invaded Georgia already, all that kind of stuff. He's done all this. And Trump's going to reward him with billions of dollars for stopping a war that he started. And here's the taxpayers' dollars from America. Would he do that? Or would he maybe threaten Putin with a nuclear bomb? That's not really going to happen either, is it? Because Trump's been playing on fears. I mean, you know, oh, we shouldn't try to stop Russia from winning in Ukraine because, you know, World War III. World War III. That's not going to happen because Trump wants to stop this so-called nuclear war. That's what he's saying. He doesn't want to start one, right?
I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily.
So how is he going to end the war in Ukraine in one day? Has anyone got a single idea how that could be done? It's a lie. It's a total fantasy. Oh, and it's going to end World War III. The opposite is almost certainly more likely. Let's go through his thinking again. Okay, he's going to stop Russia. No, he's not going to stop Russia. He says, don't stop Russia. Maybe stop Ukraine. Whatever. Let Russia have Ukraine, right? Because World War III. If we try to stop Russia from having Ukraine, we'll get World War III. Answer, stop trying to stop Russia from winning, okay? How does that work? Because Russia also wants other countries too. Moldavia, Belarus probably, maybe Lithuania, Latvia, Poland. They're all democracies, by the way. And Putin's allies are actually saying just that. You know, let's draw a new border that takes in part of Poland. That's why these countries are freaking. That's why they are helping Ukraine with so much of their own weaponry. They know they're next. So how does Trump's formula then go? You know, don't get in Russia's way because otherwise nuclear war, World War III, let them have whatever they want. Let them have what's next. What's the line? Poland? I mean, you know, will he do what the West didn't do when Hitler invaded Poland? You can have it. What's next? China also has nuclear weapons. Don't get in China's way, World War III. Don't get in North Korea's way, World War III. Where do you drop the line? Until suddenly, you know, the US has given into nuclear armed dictators everywhere. And I asked the Republicans that cheered that nonsense, those lies, what would Ronald Reagan have done? He faced the nuclear armed Soviet Union too. Did he run and hide from them? Did he tremble in fear? Did he say, oh, we must let the Soviet Union have what it wants because otherwise World War III? Hell no.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Ronald Reagan understood what Donald Trump does not. If you run from bullies, they win. If you show weakness, you invite war. If you let them threaten you with nuclear weapons, they'll threaten and threaten and threaten until, bluff time over. That's how World War II started, by the way. The West giving in to Hitler, making him stronger and stronger and stronger, until finally they could give in no more. It pushed them too far. To Hitler's amazement, World War II's broken out. I wasn't counting on this. He called in his foreign minister who said, what next? That's how World War III will start too, Trump's way. Trump is the most dangerous man trying to be the next president of the United States. How did it get to this? A man I supported 4 years ago becomes a man who terrifies me today. I'd give anything for him to be kept out of the White House next time. If you want war, if you want today's Hitler to win, you vote Donald Trump. Nothing surer. You'll get all that, everything except what he promised. A war over in one day, as if.